Hey YouTube, this is Mark, Northeast Indiana, in my shop on a very cool, I guess, it's about 50 degrees, rainy afternoon, Friday, I want to say the second Friday in April, so the 8th, I think. Gonna continue on with this stone wheel grinder. Let me grab it here. This beast, the contraption that this will sit on. Pardon the train noise, can't do anything about that, they come through so often. But today I'm going to be milling down some of that birch wood in the shop. Basically today I'll be cutting off the rough ends and then seeing what I've got for total length and width, and go from there. See what I need. If I'm going to use all three of those slabs. That if you go back to a previous video in this series, you'll see that I kind of walked over what I had in the birch. Some of it was a little bit skinnier slab than what I had before. So you'll see some of that today. Got a new shop mascot hanging around. A second one. This one's actually covered in fur. I'm calling him Cub because he's been sleeping. I've got my Cub Cadet outside under kind of like a homemade, looks like a homemade shed, but it's just covered with a tarp, and he's been getting up in there. And so this coming spring, when I pull that tarp off, I'm almost afraid of what I'm going to find up in there. But he gets out of the weather. He's been hanging around, probably because I'm feeding him. So yeah, I'll throw in a couple pictures or clips of him. He's very, very gun shy. He will not. He doesn't tolerate getting touched very much, which is fine. I don't mind having him around if he comes in, walks around. But he leaves, and he's a little tomcat. He's probably a year old, and so you'll see him in the video. I'm going to get to milling this or cutting this stuff down, and we'll see how far we get this weekend. Come along, let's do this. What are you doing? Kitty. What are you doing in my shop? You're gonna get all dirty. Yeah. Now here's my first slab. I'm going to cut the ends off. This is a mark, just made by a chainsaw. And then down here I've got some of this rotted area. We'll cut that off. And then we'll get into the second slab, and I'm hoping to keep this slab down here for another project, but we'll see what we end up with. This is the next slab. I got these holes. Not sure how deep some of these go up in here. Back here is pretty bad. I may cut 3 inches off and then see what it looks like, because for me that's not going to be a big issue. And then of course this is the narrowest slab I got. That's probably 5 inches there, 6 inches. Down here it looks pretty decent. So I may I don't even know if I'm going to trim that edge. I may just leave it, and when I start milling, go from there. Okay, so what I've decided to do, this is that kind of what I call the skinny slab. These are going to be my parts here, these cross members. So I'm going to get one out of that due to their width. Probably be able to use this piece for one side of those, just a little connector piece there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of here because I only need 6 inches. And then this piece coming up, probably about where this chalk marks are. I'll get my 4 legs out of this. And then I think I'm going to utilize this piece of cherry over here to do the pedals and all that other stuff that was underneath this the chassis. So I apologize for not setting all this stuff up, getting a camera, watching me cut. Man, you've probably seen people do that 1,000 times. What I'm going to do now is I cut this so it's going to be easier for me in my shop to plane it down. It's about 2.5, and I need to get down to about 2, and then I'll do some cutting to get these cross members, and that's where I'm starting on this. Well, it is I don't even know how to describe it. This thing's been fighting me. Let me explain. All right, so it's Saturday now. Being an on-call weekend and trying to get a project done, probably not a good idea. I haven't really been able to devote the attention that I need to get this done. Like I think it should come out, but it's going to come out functional. I don't have, how do I say it? I guess I haven't gotten there yet as a woodworker to figure certain things out, and I can get stuff together in a rough way, and I've done some nice stuff. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I've made some nice things. But I wanted this to look better than it is. However, it's gonna look, I think it's gonna do the stone justice. So it's gonna look like a guy in his shop, let me grab my glasses. A guy in his shop put it together and using the wood he had. So this white birch it seems like it's pretty hard, at least these slabs that I got. However, they're not as dry as like you would want to see them if you're gonna have something inside. They're about as dry as they're gonna get outside. They're about 11-12% moisture according to my meter. I've got a little bit of cupping after I got those cross member pieces cut down to what I wanted. I just don't have a lot of wood to spare, so I was using, on one of the cutoffs, I cut one of the small cross pieces out of that. It had a little bit of a split in it. It still got that split. I mean, the split didn't go away, right? But I had to use 3/8 inch lags to put it together. I didn't have any long nails. I'm not in a position right now where I need to run out to a store, buy a bunch of hardware. I'm using what I got. So I mean, it's gonna be functional and square, and I'm gonna notice details that probably other people won't. So that's what I'm saying. I'm a perfectionist, I guess. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this part of it. I didn't even get my legs cut out. All I've got done is the cross members like you've seen in the video clip before, and those side pieces. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of work, and actually just putting them together isn't. It didn't take 5 minutes. But getting everything to that point, cutting that slab down, cutting off bad sides, and you know, that slab was also towards it's one of the slabs that would be out towards the end of the tree, as far as like your trees in a circle. Like if you're cutting slabs, that's where you get that narrowness, and so I had to do a lot of work with that. It is what it is, but yeah, that's progress. So my next step in it is taking that other slab, cutting the legs out of it. Once I get that done, then it's gonna, I think, go pretty quick getting the pedals on there. I've got all the wire to make the pedals work, the stone grinding wheel mechanism, and we should be good to go. So there you have it. Not everything in this shop is going to be perfection. And I broke my tripod. I got another one coming, but it is what it is. So that's progress, and I hope you get out to your shop, try something new. Don't be afraid to fail, because if you do, you're just like me, and that's okay. So lots of times we're going to be successful, sometimes we won't, and that's okay. We just got to keep trying. All right, till next time, take care. Cheers.